Okay, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining the Food Talk TV. I am Mayumi, and today I'm going to make this Japanese curry. Japanese curry is the one we're gonna make today. It looks like okay, you're gonna put this in a very simple one, but I'm gonna show you just this is actually just one of the ingredients. We're gonna use lots of stuff. And I think good morning, Carol. Good morning, Shannon. Grammy, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Are you guys hungry? Or I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So everybody's ready to get some going for Japanese curry. If you're excited about Japanese curry, tap on the screen or just throw the gift like good. God, thank you so much. Thank you, all the things. So it doesn't matter what kind of a curry you have. So just like if you don't have this Japanese curry, in just like if you don't have access to that, you can just simply use like a curry powder and other ingredients. So just like a little more of that ingredients, and that should be fine. So thank you. So I'm super excited to. If you haven't made my two other recipe, I did the most amazing dishes, Japanese dishes. So I hope you can go back to site or I think website or maybe YouTube. You can check that. So I hope you can make that one. And if you have any questions during my cooking or whatever I made the last one, so just please ask me any kind of questions. So we'll take all the questions. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So who's hungry? Who's hungry? You hungry?
Hi, Babs. Hi,
Oh, hi,
Babs.
Jazz. Are
Hi,
you hungry?
Mayumi.
Are you hungry today?
We're all hungry.
You're all hungry. Okay. So here's what I do. As actually, I'm also a health coach, guys. So, and also I'm helping a lot of people for weight management as well. So sometimes people has a question, can I eat this? Can I eat that? So sometimes when you're cooking, you're super hungry. So I'm just have introduce some of my drink and some of the snack today. This is actually, I get from Japan. But I think you may find that. Or
Hi,
maybe you have a
folks.
chance to make it too. This is actually dried sweet potato. So some of you already learned about the sweet potato is really good instead of just the potato. Although I'm gonna use the regular potato with the curry today, Japanese curry today. Um,
Oh,
so
I've got some of that in my
you got some of
pantry.
this? Really? You
Yeah,
have
I don't
this?
know what to do with it, but now I do. I'm gonna find out.
Oh, you don't know what to do with this? This is the most
No,
amazing one. Dry the sweet potato is simply, sweet potato is so sweet. And if it's dry, it's like this, right? So that looks like kind of like, I don't know how you eat that, but just kind of like a dried mango. So simply, this is like a good snack. So I'll eating like that. Hmm. And then I go with making my drink. So my drink today is the herbal tea concentrate raspberry tea. And I for sure I've been forgetting to put in the link. I'm gonna send you a link guys later so people have some question can just get the same drink. So I'm just gonna put this drink powder, put it into this. So this is gonna make my cooking drink. I need my cooking drink. Give me a great energy, very high in antioxidant, and burn some calorie as well. So while I'm cooking, I'm burning my calorie as well. So that's what
okay.
we're gonna do. So cheers to everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Cheers.
In
Hi,
Japanese, it's called
hi,
a kampai.
Linda. In Japanese, it's called what? I'm sorry, I talked over you.
In Japanese, called is a kampai. Kampai. Kampai is a cheers. Same thing. Cheers,
Oh,
kampai. So same thing. Yes.
kampai.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. Okay. So this is my little one to manchong once a while. Okay. So again, if you don't have a curry, don't worry. I'll show you other ingredients later. Okay.
Okay.
Manchong. Okay.
She's getting that snack in.
Snacking. This is not the beginning and this is not the end. So okay. The first most important one, if you can find it, I think a lot of the Asian store or some of the nowadays like a regular supermarket can find it. How do you know that's like maybe they say this one's a Japanese curry? I heard the Japanese curry is one of the top, like a meal that everybody's like so popular. Like when the people ask what kind of meal is the most favorite one, that a lot of people from all over the world would pick a number one is Japanese curry. So I don't know why, but I guess it's very, very like kind of homey food, I think, for a lot of people. So this one, how do you know this is Japanese curry? That's a good question. They don't, this package doesn't say Japanese, but hopefully there's some little Japanese looking one, the hiragana.
Now,
So hopefully you'll
now
find
the one that says golden curry is available at Walmart.
it. Okay. Walmart?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So everybody can find that one.
Okay, perfect. Now everybody know exactly where to go. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, okay, so this, if you have it, that'll be an easy one because there's going to be a little bit of more ingredients, but we're not going to depend on this whole ingredient. So that's the whole key. So first step is we're going to make an amazing rice. Again, the rice is actually, if you can find the rice. Oh, thank you so much, all the good. If you can find, this is the rice I buy. If you can find any store says in Japanese, try that because I noticed some of the Japanese rice from Japan tastes different than here rice. So if you can find it, some rice looks like it came from Japan, I'm going to try that because it's just like, I feel like a different quality one. So even a little bit expensive, a little bit, maybe $10 more or something, it's worth to get the little better quality of the rice. It's totally different. So I'm going to use the white rice today.
Thank you for the gifts, everybody. If you're just scrolling through, this is Mayumi, and the name of her show is A New Day with Mayumi. She comes out every Tuesday.
New day.
So if you're just scrolling through, please give us a follow.
So you want to wash really good for the rice. And some of you are asking, okay, if I'm on a weight loss, should I use brown rice? You can use the brown rice. You can use any kind of rice. I'll share with you what's the difference between white rice and brown rice. So let me see this one. I need to wash.
Coochie is coming on. Babs, Coochie is coming on in 3 hours.
Yes. Maybe while I'm washing, Kaz, maybe you can ask anybody had the Japanese curry before. So I kind of see how many people had an experience about try the Japanese curry.
That's a good question. I wonder about we have a very, very diverse audience. So I wonder, have you guys ever tried Japanese curry? I lived in Japan, and when I was in the Air Force, and a lot of people think that everybody eats sushi over there. Well, that's not true. Actually, in Tokyo, most people eat curry.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Any of you made a Japanese curry? No? Yes, my son is Japanese. Okay, great. Awesome. Awesome. So this is actually such a convenient food you want to learn because you can cook it. This is the perfect meal for camping, perfect meal for what's coming up this coming Sunday. Oh, Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Could be a Super Bowl meal too because you can make a lot. You can make a lot of rice. You can make a big pan because today we're going to use this big pan. So you can make it for a bunch of the people. If you have a teenager, those are great ones. Like when the teenager come up, sleep over, I just make a bunch of it. Then like the next morning, it's all gone. So those are great meals to make.
Chef Fatia 14 says, me. Babs, you're cooking chocolate chip cookies? Save me some. Save me 2, please.
Okay, and then, so wash really good. And I definitely using a nicer water too. So I just put in water. How much water? I want to make this rice is not like a too wet. Like I just want to have a little bit like a harder too. So you want to make a little bit like more, not a dry side, but like a little harder, not too wet. You make a little less water. I always use my hands like this. Put in a hand. So you can do a camping too. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. So put it right here and very easy. So when you go camping, you can go make anything. And if you have a rice cooker and if you can turn into, I like the sushi mode. There's my rice cooker by Zojirushi. Zojirushi is, I think, the best one. So if you can buy it, but if you not, no problem. You can make out next time. Maybe I'll make it like this one, not the rice cooker. I'll make a different kind of one so you can see that too. But if you have like a sushi mode, that would be a good one to make a little bit harder for that. That's kind of like a good for eating with a. Um,
Thank you for all the people who are coming in. Hey, Voiceless, welcome in. Yorkshire Indian is in the house. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, so the rice is cooking. Now we get to relax a little bit. No, we cannot relax. We gotta keep going because this curry is normally, I like to take longer. Like longer you cook tastes better. Even like a next day tastes much, much better too. So, but all of you get busy, so you don't have the time. First step is definitely like, I use the chicken today, but you can do like a beef or pork or anything. Like a pork can be a little hard, so like a chicken or like a beef will be good one. So I'm gonna use a chicken. How much is the chicken is basically as much as you want to put some protein. If you're vegetarian, you don't need to adding a chicken. You can adding some other beans and other stuff too. That works too. So I'm gonna wash the chicken.
You guys share the live with 10 of your friends. Let's bring more people in. Hey, Bobby, she's making curry.
Yeah, that's a Japanese
Different curry than you make. She's making Japanese curry.
Japanese curry, yeah. So let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me come a little more this side. Okay, you can see me. So
Oh, there you are.
there you are. I watch a lot of veggies, so I think I need to see you. So how much chicken is, let's say our family is 6. So but I don't have a 2 here. So depends on how much protein you want to put in. So if you have a bigger pan, I recommend to use definitely for the bigger pan. And then simply how much, actually you can just I personally like, some of the people like the small pieces on the chicken, but for this kind of curry I like to have a little bigger piece, like not the piece like you cannot put the whole thing in the mouth, but it's just like not too small, so when you eat the chicken you can kind of taste the chicken too. So I'm gonna
Are those
put
chicken thighs?
Yeah, this is actually chicken thigh. Yes, chicken breast is good too. Depends on what you want to do.
Yorkshire Indian says that he has had Japanese curry many times, normally with katsu.
Oh, normally with the katsu, chicken katsu.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a great way too. So, but my curry is you probably never taste at the Japanese restaurant. So, I learned this recipe was
Do that, Melmo.
was from the Japanese military guy was posting on the YouTube. They said like this is a military curry. So I said like, what is a military curry? And basically, those people practice and working hard there, and so they have to make a lot of people for a lot of people. So they cooking all day for making this curry, starting even in the morning and prepare for dinner. So I got all the good ingredients, and so I thought like, wow, this could be an interesting one, because I used to make it just for this simple one, but then after I seen that video, I said like, wow, I had to try that. And when I tried that curry, it was like, wow, now like I cannot get rid of it. So
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, please give Food Talk TV a follow. We go live every day. Today we're going live twice a day. We're starting off with the beautiful woman on the screen. That's Mayumi. And in a few hours, we will have the beautiful Kunchi.
awesome. So let's see how much protein. I think I'm gonna stop about this much. And then for the curry, like if you make a lot, you can put in a freezer for the smaller amount, and then later on, whatever the time you want to have some curry that night or something, and you can defrost. So it's nice to make a lot anyway, even you're living by yourself. So you can always eat for later. Okay, so then I'm gonna do, actually I'm gonna move this little meat one here. And I'm gonna use before I started cooking, I needed some little bit garlic. So how much garlic? I'm gonna put the whole garlic today.
Oh, the whole head?
Yes, it's gonna be garlic, lots of garlic, a lot of ginger.
Okay.
And some of you already know I love to use a lot of ginger in my cooking. Ginger is very, very good for your health. Keep your body temperature up too, so build the immune system. So if you feel like a little sick, adding the ginger in your meal or soup or something, it just like it's gone. So I'm gonna use a lot of garlic, a lot of ginger today. Okay, here you go. Okay. So this many garlic. You can cut. I guess you don't need to. You can kind of slice, or you can kind of like cut some little bigger pieces. That's okay too. Let's see. I want to cook at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes is very tight. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cook it, make it happen within an hour, and then I'm gonna continue to cook it and cooking, and you'll be surprised. Like tastes better like hour later and 2 hours later. By the time that's gonna be actually our family dinner for tonight. So, but that curry gonna be so good. And next,
thank you for the gifts, guys.
thank you so much. And so lots of garlic, lots of garlic. Of course, if
Hey,
you don't.
Bobby, correct me if I'm wrong, Bobby. You're not going to be on this Saturday, right? Or will you be on this Saturday? I think he's too busy tapping the screen.
Busy? Okay. I noticed, like, I normally really good to peeling the garlic. I realized the last time when I'm on the food talk, I feel like my hand, I get nervous because people focusing on my my whole thing, and takes like a little longer to peeling that garlic.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So
Pretty soon you'll be doing this so much on Food Talk that you just won't even care what you're doing anymore.
what am I doing? Yes. Okay.
We'll just keep you distracted. That's all. And Yorkshire Indian said you should be nervous. He's watching you.
Who's
Oh, that's
watching me?
ominous.
So we had a bad storm like a couple of days ago, and yesterday, actually this morning, last night, last night we got again like a no power. So I was just afraid that maybe I'm not gonna make it today's live. But then we had like a candle dinner. We got all the candle, everything. So but we made it. We got back yesterday. So, but some of the areas still doesn't have a power. So I know for East Coast people, maybe you're so used to it. But people in California, like, we get panic if you don't have a power. So
Rock and Retro says that you're doing great. He's sending roses to you.
oh, thank you so much. That's right. The Valentine Day is coming. Thank you so much for all the Valentine early gifts.
And for anyone who doesn't see the comment, Yorkshire Indian will be on his normal time on Saturday, but he'll be off the 2 Saturdays afterwards, I believe. I'll probably be taking one of his lives, and so will Andrea.
Okay, so I'm gonna put some olive oil. And then first, of course, since that garlic, I'm gonna put it here. See my dog? Momo's already started smelling, so she's already right down here.
Oh, you have a doggy? What kind of doggy?
I have a miniature golden doodle, and every time when I started live and talking to here, and she wants to go out. Right now, she feels like she want me to open up a door. Again, right, Momo? That's what you want to do. So someday she will say hello to all of you.
So Momo says, "Oh my God, you're live. I don't want to
I
be
know.
involved
She
with
just, she
this."
just cannot stand that. And I know she's not gonna get it, so I think she's gonna exit herself. So okay, so now I'm gonna get prepared for my lot of other ingredients. So let's see the timing. Timing is everything, but I don't need that. My garlic part is done. The ginger. So ginger is, I like to have a lot of ginger, like maybe even I think a 2 ginger or maybe 3 ginger if you making like a little big one. This ginger.
Oh,
I noticed that there's a 2 different kind of ginger. I feel like one is more like, I don't know what you say, like a Japanese one. One is more like a Chinese one, like a bigger one. So like I think when I taste it and how I feel my body is like a bigger chunk of ginger is tastes good, but I think that to keep your body temperature or something working inside is a little less. So if you can find a smaller ginger, I think that is the one so you can really feel your body. So that's why I always use the small one, not a big chunk, big one. Did you notice that, Cass? Or just me?
no, you know what? I don't see ginger very much. I use the stuff out of the squeeze bottle. So,
Okay, yeah. So that's a good question. So if you really want to get some ginger benefit, definitely not on the tube or not on the bottle, and because those one is already that they have a great taste and everything, but really actual the one I'm using for the great health and immune system is all gone. So definitely, if you try to have a fresh one, and you'll be surprised that yeah, you'll be surprised when you're eating the food, you can even feel your body. That's how
well,
good that ginger is. Yes.
okay. Thank you, Babs, for the teen bracelets.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so no more sickness with having a ginger. Okay, then I have to keep watching the garlic there too.
So for this one dish, you're using 3 whole things of ginger. Wow.
Yes, I would even like to use a fork. And if some of you are sick now and you try to recover something, you can even put a more.
Wow, good to know.
Yes. And if you're not gonna cook like this, you can add into like anytime any of my family members started getting sick or have some like nose running or something, I immediately change to my chicken soup. I'll make one of those days my special chicken soup, better than medicine, and that chicken soup, just one soup. If you drink it and you go to the bed, sleep, next day you'll be fine. That
Oh, okay.
yes. I have to share how I make that one. Every time works. So okay, so double check. I don't want to burn mine. Okay. So now I'm getting prepared. I'm gonna put some whole chicken in right here. The pan.
So, ooh. How many chicken thighs was that? How many chicken thighs was that?
What did you say, Kat?
How many chicken thighs was that? How much chicken?
That was, I would say, like maybe 12.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. It is a family of 6.
Yes. And then again, I know once you made it, you probably want to eat the next day for lunch or some other things. So if you have depends on a bigger pan, you can put more. Some of you would like to have a more protein in the meal. You can add in that too.
You guys share the live, tap the screen. You're watching Food Talk TV. This is Mayumi, and give us a follow. She
Thank
comes
you
on
so much
every
for this
Tuesday.
apron. I love this new apron. My favorite one now.
Yes, it looks good on you.
Thank you so much. My
It looks
kids
good on
even
you.
look at this and said, "Oh, did you get this one? And how did you get this one?" And I said, "Oh, I see your name even on there." So my kids are very inspired.
Yes, our aprons are popular. Other people want the aprons, uh, but I don't. I won't sell them because they're really too expensive, and I don't want to put anyone. I don't want to make anyone feel like they have to pay a lot of money for those aprons.
Mhm. Very good quality and it's very nice. Nice one. Okay, so lots of ginger.
So your son didn't forget his lunch today.
My son is actually waiting. Now he knows that every Tuesday he have an amazing lunch.
Okay.
He doesn't make any other appointment. He's a college kid and he go to the school and then he come back and stuff like that. But he just makes sure he's getting the right food right after this.
Thank you for the follow, guys. That was very nice.
Thank you.
And hit the notification bell so that you'll know that when we go live, you'll be notified every time we go live.
And if you have some reason you're planning to make it for tonight, you can just you can start cooking now with me if you have the same ingredients, and then later on you can just go get to the store to buy this one. That's not too late. If you don't even have it, you can start making with me now, and then you're good to go. So, oops, because this is actually the last one we're gonna add on. Okay, so.
Remember, guys, she's going to cook this for just during the hour, but she's actually going to let it cook for a couple more hours to get that really great taste.
Or the best one is like 8 to 10 hours or like that. Really cook it down. So then I'm gonna start to prepare for the carrot. Again, if you have a carrot, how many carrot? And I have 6 of my family. Oh, again, I think I have 6 because I've been forgetting 2 is not a home. 2 is not a home. I've been saying 6, but 2 big eater is not a home. Thank God.
Okay, good.
So, but I just always think about how much do you want your family to eat that vegetable? So I always pick at least 2 carrot per person. So a 2 carrot is for 1 person. Yes, that's how much I want them to eat. So that's how I'm gonna put it in there.
Rock and Retro says that he loves this protein, and he's also been tapping his fingers off. He's been tapping his fingers off on this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone who's tapping the screen. We really appreciate it.
Tap, tap, tap. If you're hungry, tap on the screen.
Oh, and you guys should know that Mayumi goes live on her own page every morning. Every morning. So please follow her.
Yeah, so that every morning, I'm trying to do maybe another time too. It's called a power talk. It's kind of like how you said that, what you eat the food is kind of like, you become more, you become like that food too. So I always kind of set mindset to have a new you and new day. So we have a great conversation that every single day is so different.
So what was your topic this morning?
Good question. This morning I was gonna get on, and then our power went off, so I couldn't.
Oh, no power.
I'm afraid today too. Okay, can I make it today? Because I was trying to get on, and then I get off and on and off and on and off. So I just realized, okay, this is not gonna work. So I decided to do it my own time. So I couldn't do it this morning.
So we need to see, can you turn the camera just a little bit more so that we can see what you're doing?
Okay, yeah.
I know that you're, yeah, there you go. I know that you're just, you're just doing the carrots.
Take credit a little bit, yeah. I mean, you can have outside too. I just want to take off a little carrot one. And how am I going to cut the carrot? You can cut a small pieces, but sometimes curry like a stew, I like to have a little big chunk of the thing. So I'm gonna cut the Carrots is more like little bigger size. You can kind of rolling, like when you cut it, roll and roll. So then
And
it's gonna.
also when you when you're going to cook for a long time, you don't
Mm-hmm.
want them to disintegrate into nothing. You want them to hold up.
Like that?
Yes.
Yes. The carrot. So this carrot. So just you can cut it
Oh,
and roll the carrot and then cut it. So that way the carrot's shape is gonna be like that. See?
oh, there we go.
And then you're gonna roll again and cut it. Roll it and cut it. That'll be a big chunk. Instead of just simple round one, this can be a little interesting shape.
Great. Just like Danny was saying in the comments, he cuts his at a slight angle for the visual sharpness of it.
Yeah. Okay. And don't let me forget. And chicken is cooking. And even I don't need to pay attention. Right now it has a lot of juice in there from the chicken. So by the time I finish cutting this, it will be good time to check. That's
Did you put oil in the pan or just the chicken? Because when you put it down, I heard it sizzle.
Yeah, so I just put the olive oil and then just the chicken.
Okay.
So this one is actually no seasoning. So I don't want to adding any more like salt or pepper because this curry powder already has a lot of like a sodium. So I don't want to adding any more sodium. So I would prefer to adding any more other stuff. But we're gonna add more other stuff later. So no salt, no nothing. Just the chicken. Okay, so now there's a lot of carrots like this. See the carrots, and let's see. So let me check for the chicken. Chicken still takes a little time to cooking down, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. So now I have a little more time to. But while I'm checking, so ginger, I can put it now, but I can put it wait. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. So now it's okay. Oh. You know what? I forgot. I should do an onion first. I should do onion first.
Well, since it's there, you might as well do it, right?
Yeah. So actually, you do chicken first, and then I like to do onion. So cook it down. I think that'd be a good. How many onion? I put like 1 or 2. I like to put a lot of onion because the onion create a little bit of sweetness on the curry. So because the onion gonna melting and just have a great sweeter smell. So I use that when I make a miso soup, even some onion too, if you wanna have a little bit like a sweet kind of flavor. So I like to use maybe 2.
FTTV is in the house. Hey, country.
Lot of cutting. Be careful. Thank you so much. Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, I've been cooking since when I was little. I started cooking like since age 4, and because my mom had my younger brother, and my dad needed to make a lunchbox. So my job was like, I think I was age 5. I started helping my dad's lunchbox. So I started cooking, and then I never cut my finger ever since that, And then, but I think it was a couple years ago during the COVID, and I was started making some dinner. No, I decided I'm gonna make some miso soup, and I think I was cutting the daikon, like the radish, Japanese radish, and then somehow my momo was again, she wanted to go outside, so there was the last piece of the daikon, like that, really the last piece. So I was cutting. I think I was cutting like this, and then I look at my momo 1 second, and at the same time I cut it. And then guess what? My little pinky got like, I thought I lost my pinky. So got deep cut, and I felt like, oh no, because that night I had to take my kids to volleyball practice. Now there's no more volleyball practice. And then my husband not here, so I had to I just I know like I don't know how much we're gonna get blood, so I'm just like tied it up, and I just asked my son to, you gotta take me to the hospital now. So, and then there's a funny story. So it's not like a gross, like, sorry. So, and then
It's
what
already
happened?
a gross story. It's already gross.
So then I decided, I look at my finger was kind of fine. But you know, like I cut it, I just feel like my heart was a little racing. And then when I checked the nurse checking my blood pressure, then there was a high because I was very nervous. And then finally they take me in earlier because like even like you know, sometimes emergency room, if you're not, that doesn't look like urgent, like they take you forever, right? So so I'm trying to acting like I'm really bad. so so the nurse said like, okay, you're the next one. So I got in. So I was still waiting in the inside to see a doctor. And then the guy sitting next to me, he asked me, so what happened to you? You know, because he was doing something. He seems like he's not urgent, but because he looks normal. But he says something, he did something on the finger. And so as I did something on my finger, so I just said like, yeah, I cut my finger, like my pinky one. It's really like, I think it's very deep. And then the guy sitting next to me, he said like this, and he showed me his finger, and his finger was this, the first part is completely gone. I mean, not, he did it just now, but he did it in the past. I said like, and then I mean, the Japanese culture, like, this is a long story, but Japanese culture is sometimes like if you don't have a pinky, that means like Japanese mafia, yakuza, those group is that person was supposed to get off, then you have to cut the finger or something like that. It's a crazy thing.
Yes.
But anyway, so he showed me that I don't have a finger, so that I look at him like he doesn't look like a Japanese mafia. So, but then he explained to me, yeah, like when I was working this place and my machine took my finger, so I lost my finger. And then I said, mine's not that bad like that. So he said, you should be fine. So, but that was kind of funny. He made me laugh. So that was helping. That was helping. But anyway,
Yeah.
so now my finger is fine, so I can cook and everything.
Okay, so you're not in Yakuza then.
What's that?
You're not in Yakuza.
I mean, not Yakuza. No. So
Okay.
this is onion. I'm gonna add in onion now. Onion, and I'm gonna add in now the ginger because that was on the cutting board. So I'm gonna put everything in. Everything in, and then keep it clean. And then I'm gonna start adding potato too.
Okay,
Is
you
it
guys,
cooked?
if you're just coming in, she's making curry.
Oh,
She's
there
got
you go.
12 chicken thighs on the stove that she's cut up into nice pieces. They're not small pieces. She's cooking for a family of 6, so she's got a lot of food. A lot of food. She's doing 2 thighs per person, 2
I feel
carrots
like
per person.
just go ahead, Kaz. I feel like I had to do like a part 2 for the next week. Maybe bring up all the ingredients. Okay, but let's continue to cook for that.
Well, you know what? If you put together a recipe, you can just take a picture and we'll put it on the website.
Yes. And I'm gonna, since it doesn't matter, you cook and like you don't need to wait for brown. So I'm gonna put in this carrot now. So I'm gonna put everything now, and I'm gonna do potato like with the skin, without the skin. Up to you, but I feel like I want to take off a little peeling a skin. So I'm gonna peeling a skin, and then I'm gonna adding on water, and then I'm gonna adding on either 1 apple or 2 apple, depends on. So,
Oh
but
wait,
I'm gonna adding apple.
is the apple going in the curry?
Yes.
Oh, hi
I'm
Jeanette.
gonna think
Hi
about it.
Dory. Thank you for coming in, Roger Radio. So the apple goes in the curry.
Yes, so the curry
And
has a lots of juicy flavor. So that's all about to making like Japanese food oftentimes is not that simple. So sometimes like the restaurant business, they don't have a time, so they have to make a very simple way. But the regular Japanese ingredients is like we really taking care of lots of different flavor in the soup or anything we cook. So yes, we're gonna put the ingredients. We're gonna put the apple. We're gonna put even honey. Sometimes we maybe a little bit of squeeze the lemon too. And then we're gonna put some potato. And yes.
Oh, and you guys, we do have a website. It's foodtalktv.com. We've got lots and lots of recipes. Most of our cooks put up a recipe of whatever they're showing. So maybe we can convince Mayumi to do this since she won't be finished.
I think we can finish. I think I can finish to show that ending look. But then
Okay.
I think I'm gonna cook it definitely for cooking down more. But
You're
you can
gonna cook
see
it.
that.
You're gonna cook it all day, though, right? You're gonna
Huh?
cook it all day. You're gonna
Yeah,
cook
I'm
this
gonna
all
cook it
day.
all day, like very low heat until like a dinner time.
Yes.
But if you're in a hurry, then you can eat it within a 1 hour. For if you may start cooking for dinner like this, you can eat that. Just like doesn't have that like a deep flavors. So, but then also what I normally use, I use a celery too. So celery, how I use it is that I like to use like in the middle part. It has a lot of great flavor. A lot of time people like cooking a soup or something like inside the middle. I use the middle parts, and then basically like this, and I wash it, and then I'm just gonna cutting the bottom one, and then maybe just cut a half like this, and I'm just gonna toss on the pan.
Oh, just goes in like that.
Yeah. Why do I
Oh,
do that? Why do I do that? So you can see like whole thing is in there. It just
yes.
has great flavors. Like it's instead of putting a lot of spice or something, and actually come from the celery is really really amazing flavors and all the stuff coming. So yes, that's what I'm gonna do. And sometimes if you have any leftover at home, like leftover for any like protein sources, you can put everything in a curry. So look at the kitchen, because I found out actually, yeah, that's right. I don't need to cook a whole thing. I found out I cooked some of the bacon potato. Smells a nice bacon. So this is my leftover. I just found it on the fridge. So I'm gonna adding this one in the curry. It's
Yeah.
already cooked. Yeah, so I'm gonna adding that too. There you go. So now it's gone and now it's clean. So that's what you can do too. So I'm gonna adding this potato. So everything in there.
So Babs wants to know, what are you going to use for liquid?
Yes, that's a good question. So I'm gonna adding to, once I started cooking a little more for veggies. So wait for the veggie to cook it down a little bit, because you're gonna have a lot of juice from the vegetable. So, and then they just kind of marinate together. Then I'm gonna start adding that water. Yes, and that'll be the final one. So
it's going to be a vegetable broth. It's going to be a
yeah,
broth made from vegetables. Got it.
yeah, and it has already chicken in it. So yeah, the vegetable broth. Yeah, just like I'm gonna adding some water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then apple. Apple is nice. Like when you have an apple, or like you can even use like a little older apple or something. Has a nice, when you add into the curry, has like such a fresh. Sometimes like when you eat a Japanese curry like this one, just only using this one, maybe tastes just like how do you say, a little more unhealthy flavors, just because just the ingredients and just like all the like salt and stuff like that. So adding a lot of vegetables and like adding a fruits like this, you taste your curry is like so fresh. So that's what we like to do. This, I guess we can call the military curry. So
Military curry.
military curry, Japanese military curry.
Oh, Babs is asking you to hold up the golden curry box again so she can take a screenshot.
Okay, great, awesome. And again, any curry is okay, but if you don't like the hot, this is like, even they say the hot, it's not like because I cannot eat super hot one. This is not like a super hot. Sometimes like a extremely hot one, you don't want to. I know, unless you love a hot one.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, so sweet one, or you can try out. And if you have two different box like this, ingredients is almost same, so you can mix up anything too.
Sure.
It doesn't matter.
Smoke like tacos and barbecue is in the house. Hi, Sarah or Carlo. I'm pretty sure it's Sarah. And Bab says thank you for holding up the
Anybody?
box.
Oh, Kenzie, you're gonna be cooking something while the Super Bowl is happening, right?
It's gonna be Christine. It's
Oh,
her
it's gonna be
Sunday.
Christine? Okay. Awesome. Super Bowl food.
Hey Sarah, I want to come by your new location, find out where you're at, so that I can get some of your amazing food, some of Carlo's amazing food.
Mm.
No, Jeanette, it's gonna be on a Sunday. Sunday Night Live.
So still the vegetable is really cooking and cooking and cooking. I'm gonna put some lid on it. Let's see. Okay, so for the apple, I'm gonna shred it. So I'm gonna shred it here. So, I mean, you can put a whole apple in there and it takes a little time to cook it and everything. But I like to shred it. It has more flavors and fresh apple. Okay. Okay.
So Jeanette, I think that Jesse is going to be taking over the official TikTok account this week, maybe. I don't think it. I need to check. He put out a video on Facebook though.
This is a nice apple.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, we have a website. It's foodtalktv.com. We also have YouTube and Facebook. This, if you missed any of this video, if you missed any of Mayumi today, all you have to do is go to YouTube and watch this live all over again.
I just did this morning. I went to the gym. I did a lot of arm workout. So I'm very sore just even doing like this. That's what happened.
How often do you work out?
I normally go work out every day without actually except the weekend. So yeah, but I couldn't work out yesterday. I had my guest coming from Japan, and yeah, so that's why I get sore. So I put everything in here in the pan. Oh.
You guys, Mayumi is coming to us from Northern California, between Folsom and Sacramento, I believe.
And then I'm gonna now getting a lot of nice juice inside. I'm gonna move you. You can come. I think I can add also little potato. So you come here a little bit to closer to this. What's going on here? So right now cooking. Let me show you. Like this, whole thing's cooking. So I'm gonna start adding little water so you can see that final look pretty soon. So, and I'm gonna show you what else I'm gonna adding on. Let's take a look at the time too. So I'm gonna adding this water. I'm gonna adding this water. So this, how much water? Just careful because this one shows how much water you're supposed to add on. But sometimes you maybe want to have a little bit more water, a little less water. So, but if you put too much water, it takes the time to really cook it down. So if you don't have a time to, you definitely follow that amount of water here. For me, I have a plenty time after this too. So I'm just gonna put in like, just kind of cover the veggies. I think that's a good one because you're gonna have more water, but I think it just cover the vegetable. I think that'll be the good amount.
10,000 likes. Thank you guys.
From I see, smells so good. Like you can smell the garlic, you can smell the nice ginger. And then you ready for secret ingredients. Now we're gonna go through secret ingredient. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit more water. Okay, now, so if you don't have this ingredient, and I definitely not gonna add any sugar, anything. And again, this is gonna be the last minutes I'm gonna add on. But before that, if you can find, like, there's some Japanese store, like a lot of Japanese like barbecue sauce, Japanese like okonomiyaki sauce or yakisoba sauce, like using for the noodle, takoyaki like this, or like a Japanese like teriyaki sauce like this. And so if you don't have this, no problem. If you don't have this, I would adding a little bit, even like some, like not too much, but a little bit of ketchup, so get some sweetness, or some little barbecue sauce like that. It's just adding up. So mixing, kind of like your favorite sauce, is just dump it in here,
Okay.
and as you taste. So I'm gonna add into this is Japanese barbecue sauce. Again, you don't need to have exact one, but already have amazing smells. And basically has a little bit adding like a sweetness here. So here, I'm gonna adding another this sauce too. So like this. And then when you're cooking down, you have amazing, amazing all the flavors. So you just like taste as you go. But the other great ingredient, this is a local honey. Again, you don't need to have a local honey, but any kind of honey is good. But honey is like adding to your curry and tastes like, oh, how about this is gonna be open. Okay, here you go. So the honey tastes like, get like the flavor of the curry. Something is very mild too. Love the honey. So just, and then it's good for you. So I'm gonna add into honey. Okay, I think that's good. And then you can taste it later. And if you feel like you want to adding another honey flavor, you can always add on. But at this moment, basically, I pretty much put everything in here before even adding to final curry. So I'm gonna, oh, did you see that the curry came to my, not the curry, but ingredients came to my, so.
Came back at you.
Yeah, so right now it's like this. The whole soup is go like this. So I'm gonna close a little bit and then I'm gonna wait. Where's my lid on?
Okay, guys. So far, let me recap. In that pot, she has 12 cut up chicken thighs. She has 12 cut up carrots. She's got 3 entire ginger roots. She says she would put in more if she had more. She put in an entire whole head of garlic. She took 3 apples, quartered them, and then grated them. She put those in there. And that's a big old pot. A bunch of celery, a whole onion. I think maybe she did 2 onions. She did 2 onions.
Yes.
2 onions.
So,
And everything is basically a regular chicken soup. And then she started to put in all the sauces and the honey. And
but then
those are little curry curry paste that's going in
and
there right now.
some of you can't wait. Then you just go ahead to put it in there because then it's gonna be cooking and cooking and cooking. So it doesn't matter. My rice is already ready. We won't get curry too ready. And I have 2 different curry because I picked a different one. So I'm gonna put everything.
So Babs is our timekeeper on Food Talk TV, and she just brought up the rice. Babs, if you heard that music in the background, that was the rice.
That is a rice, yes. That was early. Oh, because about this time. Okay. So now we want to see the, let's see. But if you really want to make within an hour, simply what you need to do is using the structure your own one, like if it's a one person cooking one, I would have maybe like even how much you want to eat that night. So I would say like half onion, maybe 1 carrot or even 2 carrots, 1.5 carrots. You can even have a quarter apple, then a half onion, and potato, maybe depends on 1 big one. And then just cook a very, very small pan like this. even like a smaller one like this. This is like a one serving one. So put everything in here, small amount, and just cooking just as much as you can fill in this one, and then pour the water, and then you just put those sauce, and then you'll be done. That'd be so much faster, yes. But today, yes, this is gonna be my dinner, so I'm just cooking in a big
Yeah.
pot. But
It's a big
that's
pot for a big family.
yes, yes. And if you have a time, I'll recommend to a big one because this comes with a lot of the packet. And again, you can you can use half of it, you can reuse it later. But it's nice to kind of using up everything. So make a big pan and just like you freeze it and then good to go. Yes. So let me take a look now for my rice. So I will get this.
That's intuition.
Okay, so let's double check how's my rice.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, you're watching Food Talk TV. This is Mayumi. The name of the show is A New Day with Mayumi. And you can check our schedule at foodtalktv.com.
Okay, so this rice looks perfect and you can taste and check this one. I wanted to make a little dry, not dry, but I think not sticky one. It's a perfect rice. Perfect, perfect. So put it on the half of this and I'm gonna pour like a half of other side. Yes. And then we just have to wait this one. So you can come back
Okay.
here, talk to
We're
us.
good. We're good.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, guys, she is looking right at the camera, so you guys can ask her anything you want.
Yes, any questions? And
Babs,
again,
Babs wants to know if that was jasmine rice.
oh, this one. This one has
No,
all
no, no.
different.
No, the rice. Is it
Oh, the
jasmine rice?
Japanese rice. Yeah. No, that's the Japanese rice. Japanese rice is more like how do I say, like a little more very light flavor, and this has more like a koshihikari, which is like more like I would say a little sticky, but it has more fluffy than outside, inside too. It's I don't know how to describe. I want to try it. I want to try it, but not a jasmine rice. Yes.
And I think Kunchi just came in. Hey, Kunchi, thank you for liking the live. You guys, Kunchi is going to be on an hour from now.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Now we can wait a 1 hour and just join that too. Kunchi, thank you so much for joining. 3 minutes, I think I can show you. Oh, thank you so much for lots of gifts. I think we can show you that it's not a final one because again, I want to cook it down more, but at least I can show you and how that looks like. Yes.
Yes, she's going to be cooking this meal for hours.
Yes, hours. Sometimes it's like 10 hours will be good. In the meantime, I'm gonna,
Kunchi, thank you for the gifts.
yes, this is like my
Oh,
snack for the sweet potato. Oh, thank you so much.
you got smacked.
My this is
Oh
a
yeah,
sweet,
show those sweet potatoes again.
this is a sweet potato, dry sweet potato. Isn't that great? So there's nothing adding any sugar or nothing. This is just simply looks like a dry mango, but this is a dry sweet potato. It is so good. Sweet potato is always good, has a lot of fiber. So yeah, those are good for that. I didn't make this one.
And tell us about the tea that you've been sipping on.
So this tea is just comes with the powder. I'm gonna put the link later too. Give me a great energy, very high in antioxidant, burn some calories. So I was just cooking and drinking this tea and already burned some lots of calorie. No, just kidding, not that much, but just slightly burning. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
she,
a snack.
she lost 3 pounds in the last hour.
Yeah, that's right. You love a
You
sweet
guys,
potato.
you guys, thank you for following. Thank you for following. We appreciate you.
This should come to United States because a lot of people like sweet potato. Oh, regarding a sweet potato, if you haven't tried a Japanese sweet potato, there's so many different kind of sweet potato. Japanese sweet potato is outside. I only found at the Whole Foods. I don't know what else you can find, but not all the time. But you definitely they said a Japanese sweet potato, and then outside is more like reddish looking. But when you cut it inside is a white. And when you like just even put in a foil and bake it, it's just like so good. It is like so tastes so sweet and so good. So if you haven't tried to try the Japanese sweet potato, it's just so different. Not the purple one, but it's just like they said a Japanese sweet potato. Have you tried that, Kaz?
I've tried it before. I like it. Oh, so someone is asking, are you done cooking or not yet?
That's a good question. Let me check.
Now, she's got her pot on the stove. This is probably going to be cooking for the next 3 or 4 hours. This is her curry, uh, but even though you can eat it right now. This is for her family dinner. She's cooking for six people, and most of them are adults.
Okay, so I'll show you a little bit. It looks nice, smells, and its color is right
She's
color.
cooking chicken curry,
Japanese chicken curry has a lot of
Japanese chicken curry, and she's using a box that you can actually get at Walmart called Golden Curry.
Okay, so I'll show you. Hold on.
But lots and lots of fresh vegetables. If you've missed any of this live, you can watch it again on YouTube
I put
and on
this.
Facebook.
You can leave it on the celery for a long time. So this is. Can you see this whole thing?
It's a
So
lot.
so I'll show you so you can kind of see how that looks. So you put the rice. I know it's not completely done, but I can at least do. And you're just gonna pour some of that stuff and chicken,
She's got onions, carrots, vegetable,
chickens,
garlic, ginger,
and you can leave that. So
and lots of
basically,
chicken. Oh, and apples too. She's got apples.
have apple, then honey. So it's just kind of like this, the final one. And again, this is not the final one. But let me taste it. Let me taste the smell. Let's taste it together. So you can mix with a little rice together like this. And have some little pickles that we can make it, but next time. So it
Okay.
already has so much great, like a ginger, garlic, and everything, honey, everything in here. So, mmm, mmm. After it's so
There you
good.
go.
It's really, really good, Kaz. I don't
Oh,
want to put it
what's
like
up?
that. So this is really good, but again,
Oh,
let me
and
try
she
one more
also
bite
puts
to
she
see if
put
it's really
honey and
good.
she put some
So,
Japanese barbecue sauce in it.
mm,
Yes, it does look delicious.
it is so good. But you can feel like the ginger coming in your system, or the veggies. And again, you can cook it just like that. But if you have a little time, I would cook it down more so then you can have a more amazing flavor. But you can tell like this has a little piece of gingers already here. I put some celery and all the onions here and some chicken here. And mmm, mmm,
Oh, you're making me
it's so
hungry.
good. Makes me quiet, Dad. Okay, so I need to go be by myself so I can eat. So
Yes.
this is definitely successful. I hope you can try that. And again, the ginger is really good. If you feel a little sick right now, or just a lot of people getting sick or whatever, adding the ginger in your cooking, that will be like awesome one. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you so much, everyone. And
And
yeah, try to make this one.
and and you guys, in 1 hour, Kunchi will be on Food Talk TV, and he'll be doing his thing, and probably Babs will be there with him, keeping his time. Thank you so much, Mayumi.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week, right before I'm heading to Japan and right before the Valentine's Day. So we have something special coming up.
And you'll be on your own channel tomorrow morning, right?
Yes, that's right. Tomorrow
If you have power. If you have
Yes, if
power.
I have a power, I should have power. Hopefully, I have a power. So we 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do a morning power talk live. So thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.